Welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to talk about editing your book. It's Trisha Fulton here from Author Heroes. If you're at this point of the course, that means that you have your draft manuscript ready, you've been through it, you've prepared it using the instructions provided in the previous videos and written lessons and content. That means right now you're ready to go ahead and get your book reviewed, proofread, edited, and finally ready for printing and publishing. So there's a couple ways that you can go about editing. The first is you can ask someone that you know to help you, but unless they're an English teacher with an excellent level of expertise in the area of books, um, it's probably not going to be easy to find someone. However, what I would recommend is you call upon a few people that you know and ask them to do the proofreading concept review. That's always a good way to get some feedback on your book. Ask them to read through the book. Does it make sense? What did they take away from it? What did they find difficult? What sort of information would they request that you provide more clarity on or take information out of the book? So let's go into this a little bit more detail. This is the timeline and the people that you will be using. In the book checklist at the very beginning of the course, there's a full timeline and plan there of what you need to do. This is the order in which that you'll be getting people to help you. So the first person on the list is yourself. So you have your draft manuscript, you're really happy with it. At this point, you're ready for someone else to take a look. The first person that looks at it after you is the proofreader. The proofreader is looking to give you feedback whether the concept and storyline makes sense. Does the book read well? Does it flow nicely? Does it give them a really clear message? Is it an interesting book? Is it a good read or is it not so good? So that proofreader will give you some feedback. Once you receive that feedback, go back and take another look at your manuscript and see what changes that need to be made and fix it. And then you send it to the editor, copy editor. The editor will look at it for grammar and sentence structure. The copy editor will go one step further and they will actually change the paragraphs and text. An editor and a copy editor are similar but different. If you can find someone who's willing to do copy editing, it'll be more expensive, but it's definitely worth it, especially if you are both using the same style of writing. Now, sometimes what happens when you hire a copy editor, they'll change what we call the voice of your book, the way that you talk and the way that you speak to be their voice. You just need to be really clear with them that whilst the grammar may not be perfect, you want them to fix the grammar and to pick up any obvious mistakes, but you don't want them to change the voice of your book. The voice is the personality that's attributed to you. So you can find someone to help you through Freelancer or Upwork, or if you're interested in getting some help from Author Heroes, I have a design team, editing, and proofreading team working here. We can also help you with that. Next steps after this is to proceed to the interior book design. This section of editing your book, um, you doing the final review a day, a proofreader a couple of days, an editor, copy editor 3 to 4 days. So you can get this completed in a week with no problems at all. I'll see you in the next lesson. Don't forget to read the other content on this page where I'll give you some information.